It's Fright night, guys. So we got House of a Thousand Corpses going. The best and only movie to watch right around this time of year. We've got pizza. We've got alcohol. It's a good fucking night. So what we've got going on is something absolutely amazing. Tomorrow night, I will be in Detroit. We came into a little bit. What up, Kevin Kevin Miner. However you want to go by it, man, it's cool with me. It's going to be a dope fucking night tomorrow night, guys. It's going to be fucking amazing. Child's Play Ninja went live. I think it was like 3:30, 4:30, something like that. So it's like, I'm not going to do my live stream. Save it for later on in the evening. I guess you could say, in the spirit of Halloween, no alcohol, got way too drunk last night. I'm sure you did, Kyle. What is up, Inquisitor? So I guess I could say, welcome to Prime Time Bitch. It's a good fucking day to be Sid Jones, let me tell you. For those of you that missed it, we got fucking House of a Thousand Corpses going on tonight. We've got fucking, let's turn this bitch off. We've got fucking, we had pizza. We got fucking alcohol. It's a good night, guys. It's a great night to be Sid Jones. Tomorrow night, live in Detroit, Fright Fest. What is up, Sam? Glad you guys fucking came in as soon as I clicked that button. You motherfuckers were in here. So it's really good to see you guys. We're going to talk a lot about what's about to be going down tomorrow night. I know a lot of people are fucking excited for it. I know I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good night. So, here goes. Tomorrow night in Detroit, you've got Last American Rock Stars. You've got Prozac. You've got Whitney Payton. You've got Twisted. You've got fucking all sorts of people. And at the after party, Young Wicked is going to be there. So that was news to me as of yesterday. We got the ROC coming to Detroit. It's going to be fucking amazing. Like, you couldn't even believe. I words cannot describe my excitement right now. I got my tickets back in June, July, something like that. Is when I ordered those. What is up, Real Joe Wiggles? How's your Wi-Fi doing? Hope it's well. Because tonight we are celebrating pre-Fright Fest. I'm excited. I'd go just for ROC. Sam, I told you guys. Here's the thing. There's still tickets available. So if you guys are thinking, man, I can't miss this, you have got to go do the will call section of fucking TicketWeb, which TicketWeb usually has that. Other sites usually don't. So what you do is you get your tickets, you do the will call, and you just sign in. You don't even get tickets, which sucks because they're a great souvenir. And you go to Fright Fest, which is right by Wayne State, so you're in like the best part of Detroit that you could possibly be in. It's going to be a damn good fucking time. I can't wait. So I want to address a few things tonight before we start doing the reading. I want to address a few things. One, House of a Thousand Corpses will always be the superior film to Devil's Rejects. Hands down. No matter what anybody says. If it wasn't for House of a Thousand Corpses, you would not have Devil's Rejects. That's the obvious go-to. The imagery in House of a Thousand Corpses, you cannot compare to Devil's Rejects. Devil's Rejects is a flat line as far as horror goes, because you could call it an action film. It's modern day. But when it comes to House of a Thousand Corpses, it is original to the T. What up, Captain Flannel? Thank you for agreeing with me, brother. Even if you disagreed with me, I'd fight you on it. And happy early birthday to my boy Sam. It's his birthday. It's going to be Chuck Reeves' birthday tomorrow, so he's going to go live. And I got a special treat for you guys. For those of you who like Chuck, hate Chuck, whatever, tomorrow night Sid Jones proves to each and every one of you that Fright Fest, 1 isn't canceled, and 2 isn't going to be a fucking dud. Because I'm going to go up through that whole fucking line. I am going to walk up and down that line And I'm going to show you how many people are attending the fucking Majestic Cafe. So many bands have played there. So many groups, so many rap stars have played there. Is it going to be a little more intimate than these fucking stadiums? Hell yeah, it is. But that's what makes the music so great. And I was thinking about this. Oh, dude, going live during the show? Fuck yeah, as a matter of fact, I have made the offer. I have made the offer to not only just go live at the show, but to have Chuck Reeves call in Sid Jones to prove to every motherfucker that Magic Ninja Entertainment is doing just fine. No, that's Hollow Wicked, brother. You're thinking Hollow Wicked. Fright Fest is October 30th, and they're doing Fright Fest 31st in Indiana, Illinois. That's where it is, Illinois. And we've got Boondocks. I believe it's tonight, possibly tomorrow, where he's actually doing a live show in Seattle. We're all over the map, guys. Fucking Magic Ninja Entertainment is fucking killing it. Sorry, I've had one too many, I guess. I suppose that means I need to have a little bit more. But yeah, fucking we decided it's going to be a good fucking night just before Fright Fest. I don't want to see Chuck, but whatever makes you happy. I love more intimate gigs. That's why I love going to clubs. Dude, I love more intimate shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw the Dropkick Murphys play at the Orbit Room in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I've seen them play in small venues. I prefer seeing them in small venues. Boondocks is Halloween in Seattle. I'm not going to go. I got Greaves on the 3rd. For sure, brother. For sure. I'm just making a drink right quick. Oh, actually, I got to finish up this one. You're not. Calm down. Yeah, my girl doesn't want to be on video. But guess what, guys? Fucking, we figured House of a Thousand Corpses, right? So we were arguing. My girl was saying, like, those clips and shit was just for filler. Okay? But you take that imagery, you can't get that shit out of your head. Like, it sticks with you. And I think that's the important thing when it comes to horror films. In my honest opinion. So, I will be going live. We're going to do a couple of things. So you guys are going to be seeing me up on this channel a little bit tomorrow. Then next year, Europe. So they're going to explode. See, that's what I've been trying to explain to people, right? You've got this whole fucking misconception that Magic Ninja is somehow failing. I assure you that is not the case. I promise you that's not the case. At the most ceaseless, Mers and Malenko, I had to choose one or the other. Can't do both. Jesus Christ. That sucks when you got to sit there and choose. I was stuck between Real Big Fish and Anti-Flag or Dropkick Murphys and the Interrupters. Like, that fucking sucks. Like, that was a hard choice to make. But even though I already seen the Murphys, I had to see them in Grand Rapids. Just to have that little bit of a comparison. Now, one of the other things that's been bugging me lately is these people that are saying Bizarre can't rap. Okay? If Bizarre can't rap, how is it that he was in D12? How is it that he's with Lars? Well, I like Greaves' music more, so it wasn't too bad. That's the shit, man. CPN said that. I know he said that. And I'm going to call that motherfucker out on a few things. Matter of fact, I'm having a nice glass of courage right now. So, he can say whatever he wants as far as music goes. He's been in the music scene much longer and much more in depth than I have. Fine. But he thinks he can school me on film. So I'm challenging Child's Play Ninja to a movie fight. It's easy. So all you do is you get people who pick the questions. They have to be familiar with Screen Junkies movie fights. We go through all the rounds. And we have a couple of judges who decide who won that fight. But he won't do it because he doesn't like moderators. He doesn't like people doing shit like that. He wants to make all the calls on his channel. CPN says anyone that's not Juggalo can't rap. CPN says a lot. Like, let's not lie, he says a lot. Bizarre can rap, and Gordy, they just have an awkward and changing flow. What they have is chemistry with two different types of hip hop, and they blended it together. Name a duo that's done that. I'll wait. I was thinking the other day there should be a Matrix reboot. Yeah, no. I feel like people do with reboots, it's the second chance. Like, okay, we fucked up the sequels, let's redo them. Well, in order to do that, you gotta redo the original. The original is just fine. The sequels, on the other hand, are not so much that. So I feel like yes and no. But when you think about it, you got to start from the bottom and work your way up. You can't change the foundation of a house with the house still on it, and you can't change the house and have the foundation stay the way that it is. Like, you got to destroy everything in order to rebuild. So you can't, like, go back and just be like, oh, well, we're just going to add in this part. This isn't the New Testament. This is film. There's do's and don'ts. That's a huge don't. Clerks 2 is my favorite film. You a Kevin Smith fan? Fuck yeah, I'm a Kevin Smith fan. Here's the thing. When it comes to Kevin Smith, my favorite movie, to this day, my favorite Jay and Silent Bob Little thing, Dogma. Can't touch it. I don't know if it's still free on YouTube, but I know that was my first time seeing it. I was not made aware of it, but it's a damn good movie. George Carlin plays as a fucking cardinal. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it's good shit. Like, when do you ever get to see George Carlin play a religious role and kill it? Like, that's fucking amazing. 5 stars. Yeah, I mean, here's the problem. Doing a reboot, you're basically admitting, deliciously ironic, you are admitting that you are out of fresh ideas. That's it. That's what a reboot is. Rob Zombie wanted to do that. Rob Zombie wants to be a well-rounded horror director. Does he want to do every kind of genre? No, but he wants to do horror and he wants to play with all of it. He wants to do credit with the originals, his original work, so on and so forth. Dogma is a sick film. I fucking love that movie. Bizarre can't rap, then neither can Too Short. Right. See, I feel like with Bizarre, he fits what he's doing. You know what I mean? And his lines are still fucking hilarious. Like, you get to hear a guy who can rap, and when you guys hear Lit, oh my god, that is Bizarre's favorite song. I'm telling you guys, when you hear that song, it will change your opinion. Bizarre said it was his favorite. I see why it's his favorite. Like, it's rock music. Like, when that album drops in January, oh man, Zombie comes off somewhat campy at times with his films. Yeah, he does. But at the same time, he doesn't. When you look at Lords of Salem, not very campy, more of like really just kind of like unsettling horror. Campy would be House of Thousand Corpses, but there's a reason for that. It was all on his own budget, his own time. They were doing their shoot right inside of Orlando. Like that house that you see, which is not the same in Devil's Rejects, which I feel like there was a lot of continuity issues. People were saying that they're worried about the continuity of them doing a third Firefly family film. Did you like Machete? Fuck yeah, I loved Machete. Did I like Machete Kills? Fuck no, I hated it. It was good up until the whole fucking spacey ending thing. Yeah, Zombies films are more visual for me. The storyline's a bit sketchy. I haven't dug Gordy since Lord Vader came out, but he's too much on the gay molestation shit. I know it's horrorcore, but boring as hell to me. Depends on what you're listening to, man. Kyle, did you ever hear that song or that album, Jesus' Mistress? Did you get a chance to listen to that one? You can listen to it on YouTube. I strongly recommend it. Fucking, yeah. So when it comes to Machete, like Grindhouse films, it's decent like the track with Twisted. For sure. My favorite track, I think, off that album was We Violent too. That was dope. I loved that shit. That was my shit. I fucking loved it. And I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm not going to reveal anything else. But if you hear that song, you're getting a little glimpse as to what lit sounds like, as to what that song is about. Because when you hear lit, you're probably thinking you're hearing Savage Life again. You're probably hearing the Last American Rockstar song again. You're probably even hearing You Fuck Your Baby Daddy. But I'm here to tell you that is not the case. When you hear lit, you are hearing something completely different. And then I want you to do me a favor. I want you to take the songs they release on the mixtape, right? I want you to take those songs, and then I want you to put them side by side together with the ones that come off of the album. Gordy does need to stop the molestation rhymes. I don't feel like he's been doing them lately. Honestly, like Savage Life, Lit, there's nothing about that in Lit. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I mean, and even if you talk about the song, what was it? It wasn't Dark Side. What the fuck was the name of that song? It was him and Bizarre. And Bizarre said that he got AIDS from fucking Jean Benet. And I don't know. Like, the one line that really fucked with me that, like, will stick with me for the rest of my life was when Gordy was thinking about sticking his dick in a baby's mouth. Like, that was just kind of like, oh, shit. Like, you fucking took it to a whole nother level. I thought it was kind of funny. But the song Vader is all about it. Yeah. Okay. But the thing is, that's one song. That's all about it. When you think about it, Insane Clown Posse, always talking about the wicked shit. Always talking about 17. So really, what's the difference? You know what I mean? It's not the basis of his entire song. It's some of his verses and shit. One of my favorite verses that he has done to this day, and you guys are fucking up if you had not heard it, it was Real Wolf Goons. If you have not listened to Real Wolf Goons, you are missing out. Because you got to think, I didn't know Gordy was still making music, coming back from making music, whatever. I got out of the horrorcore shit back in 2014, 2015, and just recently got back into it. I don't understand why you like Gigi. He was a scumbag. Gigi was just as fucking edgy. Like, I feel like King Gordy is like the Gigi Allen of hip hop. Like, it's just fucking out there. Like, it's not, like, did you hear that one story, which is true, by the way? I went looking into it. This dude was trying to do a fucking Gigi Allen, like, a homage show or whatever. Like, basically, he was just doing, like, the whole, like, fucking, like, I guess, fan music for Gigi. And he got booed off the stage because he was too well endowed. Yep. That's the kind of shit that... So think about that for a minute. The dude Schlong was too big on stage... And fucking, he got booed off because it was too big. Like, that gives you an idea of how fucked up, yeah, GG was. But what he had done, like, everything about him. King of Horrorcore 1 and 2 are monthly, have to listen to albums. Well, I suggest you listen to Real Wolf Goons. I stand by that. You need to listen to that verse. We've seen what happens when music artists are gone for like so many years and they try and come back and it doesn't work and they go away again. So the last thing I heard from King Gordy, I've said this story, was when I was told to do a review and a speculation on whether or not he was making a comeback because he was seen in a music video. I didn't want to do it. I did not want to open that can of worms. I was told to do it anyway, so I did. I had not heard anything of King Gordy since. And then 2 years later, I'm getting right back into the music a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm feeling around with the horrorcore shit. Did you listen to more Swag Tooth? I did not listen to more Swag Tooth. I was meaning to, and I decided no point. Like, I just wasn't in the mood for it. I've been doing a lot of writing lately, and I need certain music when I'm doing my writing. Power Wolf, Sabaton. I need that dark metal shit when I'm doing my writing, especially with this book in particular. So no, I haven't listened to Swag Tooth, and I apologize for that, but I've also been doing my project, so which will release one day. I just don't know when. So back to my rant. Real Wolf Goons, guys. Listen to King Gordy's verse in that. So I'm trying to paint the picture. Like, I have not listened to this guy in so fucking long. Next thing I know, there's a Real Wolf Goons featuring King Gordy. I'm like, I gotta fucking hear it. And it goes to the first two guys. And at first I didn't like Danny Diablo's fucking verse. And then after a while, it kind of like rubbed off on me. But as soon as King Gordy walks up and he starts going off, not only did he not lose his fucking talent, but that motherfucker killed the rest of it. Like, it was just insane to me. That was probably better than the verse he did on the Real Wolf Underground. Juju was a different kind of art. It was hate and anger. Did you like Alalu? Refresh my memory. Juju was a different kind of art. It was hate and anger. So's most punk rock, bro. So's a lot of horrorcore music. So's a lot of metal. Like, hate and anger, like, breeds. And music is supposed to be that release. Like, that's the kind of music I listen to is hate and anger. I like Danny Diablo. I think he was in a hardcore punk band once. Yeah, you told me that, Captain, when I was doing that review. Alialu or AXE, the rap group. Not familiar. I might have heard that shit. Did I do a review on it and forget? I don't know. But fucking feel free to shoot me links and shit and let me know what it is. Because if I see links and none of the fucking images pop up, it fucking goes under the radar. Like, I need to know what it is so I can at least take note of it to listen to it. Because it could help me with my fucking writing. I don't know. That's how I really got into the whole metal shit. So, and she's cashed. Oh, we got rum and Coke tonight, guys. Rum and Coke is on the menu. We got pirate rum. I just finished off my bourbon. There was only like that much left in it. But we got they have a good thing called the trunk. Ooh. That see, I think that my favorite song, like Revolving a Trunk, is Bonnie and Clyde 97. That song is hilarious. Like, when you think about it, did you guys go back? I know we talked about this a little bit. We're talking music. Did you actually go back and listen to that song to figure out what that third thing out of the trunk was? Did you figure that out? I'm not going to spoil it for you. I want you guys to go back and listen to it. The whole song. Slow it down if you have to. He was a known piece of shit in the scene. That's why people really hated him. Not because of his stage antics or music. Yeah, I thought he was fucking genius, though. Like, for a guy to be like, fuck it, I'm going to go out and do this, like most artists. Yeah, but Gigi took it to the extreme. Yeah, he did. What's up, Thormat? What is good, brother? Yeah, I feel like that was crucial, though. I feel like that's really fucking important for somebody to do. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a huge part of what punk was. And to amp that up even further is extremely punk rock. And a lot of the fucking, like I said, the Power Violence page, which is dead. I got confirmation that page is no more. I'll meet you at Fright Fest. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. We got Thormat going to fucking Fright Fest. Dude, that's fucking insane to me. One of my favorite albums is Soul 46 Wormholes. That actually sounds really fucking cool, not gonna lie. Like, I wish I'd have thought of that for like a book title or some shit. That's dope as fuck. I need more alcohol. But fuck yeah, guys. We got fucking Thormat going to Fright Fest, so shout out to fucking Thormat. Thormat, I got a buddy of mine from Wisconsin. He's also going to be at that show. He's coming all the way from Wisconsin for it. So that's happening. ROC did it. No shit. Now I really got to check that shit out. I haven't much followed ROC. Not since that free New Nightmare. Again, I got out of the music for a while, so it's taking me a little bit to catch up. Was going to go, but November 11th, I'm seeing Hymn's final tour at the Fillmore. Are you sure it's going to be their final tour? Because we've heard that about a lot of bands. Reunion tours. Like, how many last shows did Cheap Sex do? Fear used to love fucking with the crowd. Fear shows were the most always riots and fights. Fuck yeah, I'm drunk playing Monopoly with my wife and friends. Oh, that's funny as shit, dude. I fucking love Monopoly. But my girl doesn't have the patience for it, and I'd beat her at it. She'd kick the fucking board. So, Vile said that he is going on without them. So I would say so. Just not as him. So he's going to do like maybe a super group or some shit. Why am I in the closet? I didn't want to go in the closet. I wanted ice. I definitely had too much to drink. So we're going to have more. Him has been inactive for a few years now. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I know my buddy, he liked him. My buddy Caleb, the same guy that didn't like the new Manson album, and like years later he loved it, which I thought was weird. That's what I meant by a different kind of art. The art that's real. He literally beat people up. Well, there can be an art to that too. You just beat the shit out of somebody and then paint the walls with that blood. You've got art. I can't argue with that logic. You make violence art. You can make beating people up into an art. In Fright Fest, we just might see that. Some of the shit that's been said. So, Thormat, you're going to be like fucking having my back and shit, right? Anything goes fucking sideways. Thormat's going to Fright Fest. Yeah, we ran into a small hiccup. So does Twisted Boy Justin. Fucked somebody up in Columbus over throwing pennies. Boy Dustin fucked somebody up in Columbus over throwing pennies. Love Fear song, I don't care about you. Seems like a good song too. Him isn't my kind of thing. It's okay, but not something I play. Yeah, no, I feel you. Like, I feel like you gotta be in the mood for something like that, maybe. I just never got into it. It was just too slow for me. Like, honestly, and I don't mean to, like I said, Sid, wear a motorcycle helmet so they can't sucker punch you. Yeah, I'm going to have eyes on me at all times, I think. It's going to be all right. I should survive. You get fucked up if you... You get fucked up if you throw change at strippers, too. Huh. I didn't think about that. Yeah, but then Daniel Tosh said I was making Haley just a baller on a budget. You guys might be catching some audio of this, so I'll probably get fucking mad by YouTube, but I don't give a fuck. This movie's amazing. Manson likes that kind of art, too. Oh, I'm sure he does. Manson's fucking, he's out there, too. I have an album cover from them on my forearm. Top 5 band for sure. Him. Oh, it's always been my shit. I've seen that. I've seen your ink on that. And hey, man, if him means that much to you, by all fucking means. Matter of fact, I think I was talking to my girl about that, and we were talking about him. She said she used to listen to him, and I said, man, that's really kind of cool. He's got that inked on his arm, like you gotta love that band. And anybody who can love a band that I can't see how you love them, I think means more to me that you have that tattoo. Because clearly there's something you're seeing that I'm not, and I think that's amazing. Music is not one of those things I want to debate with you. What I want to make a point, though, before we get into this reading, the one thing I wanted to make a point of was, I mean this with love, I really do. The juggalos can no longer bitch that they're hated. That's just how it is. Juggalos can no longer bitch that they're hated. You want to know why? Because if what they're saying, now really think about this logically. Follow me on this train of thought, okay? It's a long dark tunnel, but we'll make it to the end of it. So, let's start from the beginning. Juggalos. Small crowds, no bouncers, on their own, no record label backing, 50, 100 juggalos. Okay? Time progresses, they become more popular. They've gone platinum. Okay? Now there's more people showing up. Okay? Then they get their Joker cards to go along with all that. They build up momentum. They're signing people. Twisted, all these guys. Right? So, now, 2014, was it? 2012, 2013? Whatever year Abominations came out. Twisted leaves, make their own label, smaller shows, not signed to any label, doing it on their own, small crowds, 50 to 100, no security, no barricade. So the Juggalos are shitting on Twisted for essentially doing the same thing that Violent J's did with Shaggy. Really? You fucking hypocrites. These new Joker cards must be the untold chapters. these next Joker cards are money grabs. Just gonna say it. Smaller shows, but good album sales, I bet. Oh, dude, fucking, I was talking to Lex. And apparently those fucking Beyond Redemption albums are going like fucking stupid fast. Then you've got fucking Year of the Sword, which, good luck. Like, fucking good luck. You need to get those shit in quick. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get those bundles for much longer. Like, that shit's going up too. Lars, that bundle, that fucking... After Fright Fest, I feel like what's going to happen is there's going to be no Lars fans, right? There's going to be like 30, 40 at the barricade. After 6 cards, there's nothing left to say. It was in a mag saying this year has been really good for MNE. Yeah, it was also in the newspaper for the Huffington Post, I do believe. Found out about the Marvelous Missing Link, and holy fuck, I couldn't listen to either a second time. Dude, I tried listening to it all the way through and couldn't do it. Like, those albums were terrible. So, do I have high hopes for this Joker's card? Nah, man. Like, I fucking gave him a chance. I gave it everything I could to fucking try and be understanding. And to try and be like, okay, maybe their music is good. Maybe I was being unfair. Man, that's what it was, Huffington Post. Got you. Yeah, you retweeted that shit, and I retweeted that shit. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, they did a good fucking article on MNE. You want to know why they did? Because they didn't march in Washington, D.C. and make themselves look like assholes. That's why. Sorry if your feelings are hurt, but that's the truth of it. By them staying out of the spotlight, there's more coverage. I like the message, but they're tired and need better production. I'm going to go with what Sam had said to me. If you don't mind me saying this, Sam, you can all say it with me. They need to retire. Like, that's what needs to happen. They need to shut everything down. Because let me ask you a question. What happens after this second deck drops? Are we going to suddenly have an entire box of cards of 52 CDs? Do the math on that. Do the math on how long it's going to take for these other next 2 CDs. Because at Hollow Wicked, they're dropping their... Yeah, we've got... What was it? Bang Pow Boom, Mighty Death Pop, Lost and Found. So we get the 4th one, right? Yeah, this will be the 4th. So we only have 2 more after that? So then what? Think about that. They bought time with the fact that, oh, we've got these 6. And then we've got these 6. But then what happens after 12? We have to have 17 cards. That's what has to happen. We have to have 17. Can you see how they'd pan that up a little bit? Fucking amp that up in their 17th album being titled 17. Could you see that shit happening? I can see that shit happening. Do you want to know why? Why I can see that shit happening? Because the Insane Clown Posse, much like Magic Ninja Entertainment, they're trying to make money. Here's the problem. Magic Ninja Entertainment is putting out original shit. ICP is spewing the same damn shit they've been spewing since Great Malenko, essentially. I can see it for sure. Fuck yeah. Okay. Thank you. So somebody else is seeing it from my perspective. Therefore, I am not an idiot. My God. Like, even if you guys are like, dude, Sid, you're like not seeing it correctly, I understand. They don't need to call them Joker cards anymore. It has to end. Everything does. But MNE are new, so we'll be going strong after. Then you will see all the haters love MNE. That's how it works. Yeah, the Juggalos are going to become the new fucking Wraithalos. They're going to become the new fucking fake Malenko lover things that whomever was talking about. I forget who it was. And then you've got, like, it's going to be that. So you're going to see these people jump and ship over to MNE. Or they're going to kill themselves. Is anyone going to miss it if some of these Juggalos, like, off themselves? Is anyone going to miss them? I'm just asking the question. I'm not saying whether or not I would or would not. I'm just saying the ones that, like, I'd rather listen to anything else but MNE after Psychopathic Records puts up its for sale sign. Anyone going to miss it? They're like, I'd rather kill myself than listen to Magic Ninja Entertainment. Are you going to miss them? I'm just asking the question. That's all. Violent H needs to go to rehab bad. Violent J needs to calm his shit. And I'm glad he's taken, like, I'm not even close. I like the band ICP. It has nothing to do with Sire MNE. I have never been a fan of Twisted's music. I like rock and country music. ICP just happens to be the rap that I like. Fair enough, throw shit. However, I'm going to say this. If ICP, Psychopathic Records, stops making music, let's say tomorrow, they're like, we're dropping the last 3 cards within the next month. After that, we're done. Okay? So what's going to happen is you're going to be itching for that, right? You're going to be itching for that. And then you're going to go over to MNE and you're actually going to find that Boondocks' music is fucking off the chain. I grew up on country and blues. I grew up on country and I guess some blues. And then I switched gears right about 12, 13 years old. But yeah, I grew up listening to that shit too. I grew up on classics as Inquisitor. Fucking, yeah. I like some classical music. I don't like that fucking orchestra music, but I like orchestra metal, so same maybe? Back to what Throw Shit was saying. So, ICP retires, they're done, right? You've got Boondocks, who released fucking 3-2-1 Off With Your Heads. Okay? Classical and Eagles and Beatles. Classical is Eagles and Beatles. I like that. For me, it was more like Chuck Berry, Barry Manilow, those guys, then rock and metal. Yeah, I feel like, let me guess, right around the same time as me, about 13, 14, 15 years old, you discovered rock and metal? Right about that time? See, I grew up with, like, Johnny Cash, Garth Brooks, music I didn't like, which forced me to go find music that I would like. Because I didn't like the country music that I grew up listening to, because I didn't like it, even though my mom was listening to it. I'm like, I'd rather listen to something else. I love rock. The only rock I hate is like death metal. That kind of metal? Yeah, I can't fucking stand it either. But I love the Sex Pistols and the Doors. The fucking Sex Pistols, man. Have you guys seen that fucking Nevermind the Bollocks box set? That's just gonna be dope. That's just gonna be real fucking dope. I'm excited for that shit. Basically, it's going to be Johnny Rotten, all those guys talking about every single song from it. Since I'm older, the style of the time was different, so I had to find different types of music. I think we all did at some point. We all had to find different types of music to which we like, but music has been forever. When I was in high school, Chimera, Cradle of Filth, and tons of metal bands were really super popular. I never heard of Chimera or Chimera or whatever that is. I only liked punk rock back then. Oh, fair enough. Cradle of Filth, yeah, I feel like, what was that song that was stupid popular that the girls were listening to? Necromantic, Necrophilia, something like that. Hard to really compare. ICP and Pace have little out right now, where all the MNE have at least one release out, like comparing 20 songs to 120 songs, right? My mom listened to classical, so I listened to it. Then at 9, I liked the 60s rock stuff. Now I'm all over the place. I was in the country until about 8, then I got into hip hop. Still waiting on the Brexit video, Sid. The Brexit video is coming, man. What I'm waiting for is to see what happens with the 2018 elections and shit. And I'm going to dumb it down for the Juggalos. It's going to be a good time. I was thinking about doing something other than doing that to dumb it down. I was thinking about doing something else completely. But yeah, I think the Brexit thing would be kind of funny. A good callback to my older topics and shit. I think that'd be a good time. But, yeah, fucking, as far as ICP goes, it's their new music that bothers me. And the fact they haven't signed anybody that I'm, like, really digging. But over here's MNE, where they got Boondocks and Blaze. They got Young Wicked. Everybody likes to talk about different people coming out with tons of music. Come on, if ICP flooded us with tons of music, would it not be the same thing? Oh, but they did, brother. Oh, you forget. Which is cool. Did you fear you have a drinking problem? You talk about drinking a lot. I love drinking. I'm an alcohol connoisseur. Consumer? Connoisseur? It's one of those two things, but I love alcohol. Matter of fact, alcohol can actually slow down your central nervous system, which then helps you think clearer. So, if you're not a stupid drunk, you'd be able to, more isn't always better, but less doesn't mean it's good either. Okay, back to my point. Don't throw me off. I have a point I want to make to come back and throw shit. So, I forget what year it was. I forget what Joker card it was. However, I am sure it's because I have to be. Good on you, man. There was a year where it was Psychopathics from Outer Space. It was one of the Joker cards. The Calm followed. Not too long after that. Maybe I'm getting my timelines all fucked up. But there was a year where they dropped like 4 or 5 albums. I think one of them was a Lotus. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, there was Black Rain and Hell's Pit that came out right around like the fucking sister of each other. So ICP has done it. What the fuck are you talking about? Psychopathic Records has done that. They've had it to where albums came out. I'm sorry, wasn't there Bang Pow Boom? And then it was fucking Medicine Bag not long? I mean, come on, man. Like these, they've done it too. Here's the thing with Magic Ninja Entertainment. Hell's Pit is one of their best CDs. I fucking agree. I will never deny that. Hell's Pit to this day. And I've shown people this. I don't know if you saw it, throw shit, but I've got all the 6 Joker cards on my laptop. I've got Hell's Pit on that laptop. I've got fucking some of the songs from Bizarre. I'm more weed than drink these days, but I don't mind rum and coke is what I'm thinking. Those 2 albums are not connected. No, I'm not saying they are connected. Bizarre was made in a few days, and they are awesome. Right. So, therefore, the argument of if a bunch of this music comes out, that doesn't mean it's good. But it doesn't make it bad. And what Psychopathic Records has done is they've proven that. Psychopathics from Outer Space Volume 2, I think it was. And then like all these other CDs came out. What about The Tempest? The Tempest was garbage. I fucking hated The Tempest. But The Tempest came out after The Calm, which is supposed to be like the in-between. I like both Bizarres. I don't recall much of either one of them. Oh, by the way, I was going to talk about this in my video earlier. I got blown up news. I got news. I actually have news that no one's been talking about. The only other person that I've seen bring it up was Monoxide Child. Tempest had a few good tunes. I Do This, ? Yellow Bus, or am I thinking of wrong CD? No, Yellow Bus was on Tempest. But anyway. Was it on Tempest or was it on... Shit, now you got me second guessing myself. Anyway, big news. There's going to be a Twisted tour with the Cryptic Collection B-side of unreleased tracks. Did you guys hear me on that? Cryptic Collection tour of the B-sides of unreleased music from the Cryptic Collection. Do I need to say it one more time for the people in the back? From what era? I only just said from the Cryptic Collection. Fresh, dope, my wig is split. That's what I'm saying, man. That tour is set for 2018. So it's going to be, I guess what's going to happen is everyone's going to be rallied up for the Twisted Miss Party, which is free. I recommend people go to Pontiac for a free fucking show to help benefit people and shit. Do something nice. And then after that, it's going to be the fucking New Year's Evil. And then after that, it's going to be Lars is going to go off and do their tour. Boondocks, I'm assuming, will be going on tour at that time. I'm pretty sure Young Wicked's going to be doing something at that point. And then Twisted goes on tour for that Cryptic Collection, which is happening next year. Monoxide Child, the same video that Captain Flannel, was it you that told me to check out that video with them like flipping off that girl and shit? I did watch that. I actually left CPN Sing to go watch that. Mono seems really stuck up to me lately. Mono's an asshole, but so is Violent J. They're just different kind of assholes. And the thing is, Monoxide Child was in the middle of doing his thing, and this girl, all she said was, I have the documents. And he flipped her off. Because what he was probably thinking is, this bitch is telling me she's got these documents. It's going to be shit that I've already seen. that be a possibility? You want me to get my thoughts on it? And I'm saying that could be the thoughts on it. They have an email. You can email Twisted. You can tweet Twisted. Why would you go to his fucking bacon brunch and say, I have the documents, instead of tweeting him the documents? That's where I was at. It was his fucking bacon brunch. Of course he flipped the girl off. I thought when the way I understood it was, he was doing his bacon brunch, like he was like walking or whatever and smoking, and this girl yelled out that she had the fucking documents. He just turned around and flipped her off. Two different contexts. Did you like House of Crazies? Yes, I liked House of Crazies. I was really happy to hear them on the fucking New Nightmare. That was dope. Send the documents. Hashtag send the documents. This shit's funny. Trend it, guys. Hashtag send the documents. But that's where I stood on it. But yeah, I have a feeling that Magic Ninja Entertainment, they're doing all this fucking collab shit. I subbed with you. I subbed you with my top secret troll second channel. So you just got a new sub. Much obliged, throw shit. Thank you. I appreciate that. And like I said, guys, this is really one of those things where the max people that will come in here is maybe 8 or 9 people. That's the max. So this is really kind of like a Twisted show, you could say. Where it's all of us kind of like one-on-one. The shit that we talk about doesn't get carried to other channels. At least not by me. If you guys do it, great. But like when I talk about things that Sam and I have talked about on the phone, shit like that, like that's where it comes into this. We talk about it for a little bit. We all like kind of have our thing to where we can get hurt up instead of like being in a fucking shed that's like going a fucking million miles an hour. So it's kind of like one of them like after shows that only like 8 people show up for. Even though I don't like the Joker personally, Joker personality, but he should sing to sign to MNE, I'm sure is what you meant. Sign to MNE. No. I think that's a bad idea, and I'll tell you why. Joker's got an ego. Mono's got an ego. Joker would never want to sign to a label. And I don't think MNE would put up with his ass. I don't know about him signing to MNE. That'd be lame as fuck. I'm not saying it'd be lame. I'm saying it'd be a fucking Jerry Springer show every day in that office. That's what it would be. Joker's set in his own ways. He's got his own ego. Monoxide's got his ego. You've got 2 people that have been running the independent game, or at least working in the independent game for a long, long time. Joker is off his chain. Joker's something special, but I love like his old diss tracks. I'm not going to admit I like it. I like listening to him. The Joker can rhyme though. Fuck yeah, he can. Nowadays, nobody needs to sign with anybody else. And I think that's what Joker has set out to do. So if he were to sign with somebody, it would completely defeat the purpose of Joker. You want to talk about like the ultimate selling out? That would be Joker signing to a label. That's how I feel. But yeah, I like some of his stuff. Fuck yeah, man. His fucking Tech 9 diss was amazing. Like, I love Tech. But his diss was pretty fucking impressive. Oh, man. I actually quoted that, too, in my thing I did with Joey Riley. Which, by the way, guys, I just found out the other day that my buddy Joey Riley actually got to open up for Twisted in Worcester, Massachusetts. I just found out about it. I messaged my friend Julie and I said, so I guess, because I'm not friends with my buddy Joey on Facebook because he rarely uses social media. I don't know why he rarely does it. He does amazing music. I don't know why he rarely uses internet. It's like a really bad idea. But anyway, I messaged her about the whole fucking, like, you know, I guess New Hampshire's blowing up in the whole rap thing. I'm not even on Facebook. I think MNE should be signing underground rappers, not just horrorcore artists. Lars? He got knocked out by some other artist's manager. I'm not surprised. Like, in the hip-hop game, people spit a lot, and they spill blood a lot. So, you think it would be weird if Jamie tried to sing more rock-type songs. Okay, so on the DL, I heard from a certain somebody that Jamie wanted to do more rock music. Like, he wanted to, like, make Twisted into, like, a rock band. And I guess Monoxide said, no, thank you. That's what the story I was told. I don't know. Eminem has signed a lot of people. You want them to just never stop and sign tons of people? That's a good point. Like, I'm not gonna fucking lie. Throw shit had a good point. Like, at what point do you stop signing? Like, that's okay. All right, I'll take that. Signing takes more talent than rapping. I know personally. Okay. All right, fair point. But anyway, my whole thing with like, I think they're, yeah, I guess the way I see it is like, if you look at Magic Ninja Entertainment and all the people they've signed, and if you look at what Psychopathic Records is doing, 2017 wasn't beaming 17. The underground scene is not underground anymore. Depends. Like, if you go to somebody and ask them, hey, have you heard Last American Rock Stars? No. What kind of music do they do? You're going to get that answer a lot. So, yeah, still underground. Yeah, but also there's styles like Team Backpack and Grind Mode. Team Backpack's still around? I used to post like all their shit, like every cipher they do. That was part of my like daily assignment was I'd have to do a Team Backpack video. I don't know if I dug Team Backpack. I know I've got all that shit still on my laptop, hence why the video drive is probably shit in the bed. But I mean, look at it this way. Mom still doesn't know who King Gordy is. We're good. Dude, if I made a vid at any festival and went around asking motherfuckers who Twisted was, they might not know. It's still very underground. I have to agree. I have to agree on that. I think what Sam is trying to say, though, is that it's easier to get into than it used to be. I have a hard time with Chuck saying he was in grime mode. I don't know what grind mode is, to be completely honest. I don't know. However, what I do know is I need a cigarette before we start this fucking reading. So I know Stacia was supposed to be in here, which is why I kind of like want to get all this off my chest. There's an artist called Methadrone that is metal mixed with grime. More DMB meat. Methadrone. They're probably on Pandora, right? I don't know what kind of metal they do, but alright. So I'm gonna suit up and we're going outside because I need a fucking cigarette. Where's Station? Yeah, we disconnect there for a minute. My bad. There's an artist called Methadrone. We covered that. Okay. Yeah, I closed it all up. My bad, guys. Hit the wrong button. But yeah, we're just going outside real quick. I'm gonna have a smoke. And we'll get to this reading. I just was trying to kill some time, talk about some shit that I've been meaning to talk about for like quite some time that I haven't been able to. Because I've been trying to keep my videos shorter because I've been getting complaints that they're too long and someone says they're too short. You can't please everybody. So I guess you can take that with you. When you go home tonight doing your thing, I think they just sample other bands with their beats, but it's pretty fucking heavy. I'll take it. I'm sold. That's some good shit. We're talking heavy metal music now. And I guess it's music class today, guys. Which I think is dope. Oh, she's closing the blinds. I think they are too short. I like your lives more lately. Yeah, I was surprised. For a while I was hearing your videos are too long, shorten them. So I tried that. And then somebody said you got to do more live videos. So I started doing that. Then someone told me you're doing too many live videos. Can't win everybody. So I'm trying different things with this channel, you know? Good news is I got to go HD. The only time I don't go HD is with this cell phone. But it's better than having the fucking thing lag like it had been with Blunt Atheist. Like I said, I was trying to do that for my cell phone. It wasn't working, so there's that. But now I might as well do this. I want to play a game. It's probably what it looks like right now, right? By the way, I've not seen Jigsaw yet. That is in the works. I'm pissed I haven't seen it yet. I see you going the way of CPN and have a regular show. Yeah, I thought about that, but your lives are pretty cool. It's doing well, I feel. Thank you, dude. Much obliged. I've been trying to like interact more with you guys and try and do something more for you while I've been doing my writing and shit. But like I said, tomorrow you're gonna be seeing a lot of me. Like by Tuesday, you'll probably be sick of me, so I'll probably take a few days off. Which is why I want to do my live reading today. Because again, tomorrow's going to be fucking slammed. So you guys already got, you know what, fucking almost an hour now of me live. And you've got like a 7-minute video that's out there. Probably less than that. Although Bizarre did retweet that shit. So, or King Gordy did. So, I did tweet it to Bizarre too, but I don't feel like he tweets as much as Gordy does. Which is cool. Let Bizarre do his thing. But, anyways, that's how I feel about that. Cool shit's happening. And like I said, tomorrow you guys are going to be seeing a lot of me. What time is live tomorrow? Oh, dude, you've got, I get up in the morning for a little bit. The on the way to the fucking Fright Fest. You've got me going live from the hotel room beforehand. Bizarre's on Instagram a lot. That's probably why he's not on Twitter a lot. Like, I feel like I'm more of like a YouTube guru than I am anything else. Whoa, what's this? I finally heard your argument with CPN. He was beeping a tool. Being a tool. Okay. He was being a tool. He kept interrupting me. I don't appreciate being cut off like that when I'm trying to make a point. Because then it throws off my thinking. Which is one of the reasons why I like my small audience here. Why I go live. So.
What's that place in Vegas that we said we want to visit? Is it the Ghost Hunters?
It's Ghost Adventures Museum.
That was in Vegas, right?
Yeah, that was Vegas. So, guys, my girl brought up a good point. Bizarre's always on Insta and Twitter. Well, one to point out is last night, we talked about this a little bit, I think. Maybe we didn't. Maybe I talked about it with my mom and her friend Kelly. But last night, I don't think you two are homies no more. No, I don't think so either. But last night, Annabelle was taken out of her fucking cage. Like that fucking demon was let loose. Think about that for a minute. This dude, who's got a history of provoking shit, purchased Annabelle. He's like, you know what I'm going to do with this doll? I'm going to piss it off. So I'm told that's what he did last night. There's a live stream of it somewhere. I'm sure. Well, not live, but I'm sure you can stream it now. Which reminds me, tonight is also my Walking Dead, but I got to get up early because we got to get this. We got to get the tires changed before we go to Detroit. Dude, no goddamn way. Dude, I'm fucking serious. Like, that's the thing with my channel, okay? We're going to talk about Magic Ninja Entertainment. A lot of my subscribers, some of those brought to me, a lot of my subscribers are juggalos. So we are going to talk about juggalo shit. But we're going to talk about some other shit too. Like crazy shit. We'll talk about current events if you guys want to. If you really want to know what Trump tweeted. We'll talk about fucking paranormal shit. Like, that's one of the things that I really took as a compliment was with what my girl said. And she said, I like your channel. It's not just talking about juggalos and juggalo drama and shit like that. Like, your channel is very wide ranged. However, I got to make sure that the roots to my channel stay true. Because I saw what happened when that didn't happen. Like, it was bad. So I got to stay true to my roots and still branch out. But yeah, Ghost Adventures. That dude. Zach Bagan, I think is his name. Chuck and CPN are very narrow. Yeah, I could see that in a sense. I mean, Chuck tried branching out. The problem is, it's not necessarily CPN or Chuck. It's their audience and what they're looking for. What they're looking for is bloodshed. And they're looking for drama. That's what they're looking for. That's why I think CPN wanted Chuck Reeves on YouTube so bad. Is because that would gain views, which gains revenue, which means they both walk away happy. Jesus fucking Christ, why would he do that to himself? It was stowed away. We were all good. Yeah, I said the same thing. So if you actually watch, there was a thing back in February, Chuck branches out with the Stoners. And yeah, and he's also talked about like the robots fight with his kids and shit like that, which I also thought was interesting. Other people did not. I even saw in the chat, they didn't give a fuck about the robots. I heard on CPN's channel, no one gives a fuck about Kuwait. I'm like, that's not going to be me. Ever. Like, I don't care if I ever make it to being millions. This will be what I do for the rest of my life. Yeah, but if you were clear, it's a very boring, but if you were clean, it's a very boring show. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. No, that makes sense. So anyways, with the whole Annabelle thing, guys, they did the thing where they moved her from one fucking thing into another. The guy had on gloves that was doused in holy water. They said the prayer of Archangel Michael. And then they took her, put her in the box, closed it, sealed her in it, splashed water over the place, and there was a fucked up story. You guys ready for some fucked up Halloween story? So there was a guy, I guess, Ed and Lorraine Warren were doing one of their visitation talks or whatever, and they're doing a tour with Annabelle. And they had her in her thing, and the guy walks up, he was there with his girlfriend, and he pounded on the plexiglass. And he said, "This is bullshit, it's a fucking lie," and he's just fucking banging on this glass, right? And wouldn't you fucking know it, that dude was booted out of the place, driving his motorcycle. His girlfriend in the back of the motorcycle. They're driving. Red Hood Gaming, what is up? He's driving his motorcycle, right? We're talking about the fucking Annabelle story. And the motorcycle, I guess, fucking gave way, fucking tire popped. Something happened with the motorcycle. He crashed into a tree and died. It's in a little shop, right? It is actually in a museum that my girl was just asking about. Or the doll can talk on its own. The doll can do a lot of shit on its own, including kill people. So the dude died on the motorcycle, and when the girlfriend survived, and she was in the hospital, and I guess she told people like that they were laughing and joking about the Annabelle doll when the motorcycle, I guess he hit something or something up with the motorcycle, it jerked out or something and fucking hit a tree, died, dead. Like, coincidence? Possibly. But that makes it that way. I don't want to punch on that Annabelle glass anytime fucking soon. Now I'm going to take that bitch out of her fucking cage. Jesus Christ. Fuck that. I'm good. Real life Bride of Chucky. Yeah, except she would fucking eat the Bride of Chucky. Apparently, it's been hexed. There's a story about it on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, there's a lot of shit about Annabelle that's like really fucking weird. Like, she looks like an innocent Raggedy Ann doll, but there's a lot of fucked up stories about her. And I guess what's also in that museum, it's that box from the movie The Possession. That's also in there. And what they said, what this dude said on his live thing, fucking Zach Bagan, he went live and he said, "We're going to see how she interacts with the other demonically possessed items that we have, including that," I forget what the name of the box is, but they've got like an archway, and then through that archway is where this box is. If two creators are a bit strange too, so demon or trapped soul. From what I heard, demon. Like, that's what I'm told, was that it was demon. But in the movies, they portrayed it as like a trapped soul, kind of, sort of. But it was a trapped soul because of a demon, so it's kind of both. I don't know how that shit works. I've got $3,000 worth of Ghost Hunters books. Jesus Christ. But yeah, demon. I heard demon in both cases. All right? So now here we are. Here we are discussing fucking current events, horror, Annabelle, speculation, fucking... This is why I love my channel. Is because of you guys and the way you interact with me and the conversation we can have. Like, I don't feel like I always find it kind of weird when Chuck steers off into like an unfamiliar territory and everybody just chews him out for it. Like, I feel like it's like if all of us were sitting in a fucking room, we'd find something to talk about. And that's what my buddy Steve would have always wanted. So, I do appreciate that. From the bottom of my heart, I am appreciative. But yeah, fucking Annabelle, man. Like, that shit's got to be crazy. Like, so when we're done here, I encourage you guys to go stream it. It's 9:47. My show's over in a little bit. which means it'll be up for grabs. Who do you think will win, Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers in a battle? Jason Voorhees, if we're talking about story. So when people ask me these questions, I kind of go into like a little bit of detail. So when you think about who resurrected Jason based off of the continuity in the story, as much as I hate Chuck, I can't help but wonder what he's like off camera. He's probably a solid dude. I don't know. But I think Jason simply because he'd have like Jason Voorhees. Or I'm sorry, but Jason Voorhees because he'd have Freddy Krueger. So we don't know why Michael Myers really can't die unless you take the witch, the cult of the witch, or whichever one that was. But yeah, I definitely think Voorhees would beat Myers. However, what I want to see is there was a comic, and the reason why it was a comic is because the movie wouldn't come out, and it's supposed to be Ash versus Jason versus Freddy. I don't know the official title of it, but it was rumored after that movie had come out. I was actually in an FYE, and I was talking to a guy behind the counter about that. Do you guys remember where we left off in the Reapers? He fails sometimes. I can agree. But I mean, so can CPN, and so can the best of us. Like, how many fails have I done? Like, I've quoted like the wrong fucking albums. I've quoted the wrong fucking songs from the wrong fucking artists. Like, I've fucked up so many times. No, why? What's up?
Because I have to get up at like 7 to go get my tires.
Yeah, I gotta do this, and then I'm gonna watch The Walking Dead. Let's see. 106:45. Just read it, he says. Okay, so let's see. It's 106, so another half hour. All right. Yeah, we gotta get up early. We gotta get the tires changed and shit.
I have a flat tire.
Girl's got a flat tire.
And I have to drive to
I am watching The Walking Dead after this too. Me too, boss. So let's get. It should be on as soon as I know with this.
30 minutes?
Yes, I'll be off at this in 30 minutes. Yeah, so basically what happened is we tried filling up the tires before Detroit. Something got fucked up. Tires are even more flat. They gotta get changed. One of them's flat. I'm going to sleep. LOL, 2:05 a.m. All right, let's get into this. I don't know where the fuck I left off at. We got a gang, man. Oh, with the kitten, right? I know. I remember what I had read. Yeah, they pulled into the hotel, right? So 12:26. All right. Sorry, I missed that. My bad. What are we at? Ashley seems like she really wants to get off YouTube. Yeah, she does. Because we got to get up early. And so what I was saying is the tire went flat. So now we got to get all 4 tires changed tomorrow morning before Fright Fest. So I'm a little on edge that we're going to be running behind. Check-in for the hotel is not until 4, which gives us 2 hours before the doors open. And I don't need to get there for the opening guys or anything like that, but I do want to get in there. So, read, fool. All right. I'm on it. All right. Jackal woke to Richie sitting at the small table sipping on a beer. She sat up in bed, rubbing her head. There wasn't a clock in the entire room. Hey, do you have any idea what time it is? She asked, letting out a quiet grumble, sort of a groan, as she stretched. Nearly the entire length of her back cracked down. 5:30, he replied, finishing his beer. Jackal nodded. Really? It's that early? She used her hand as a shield to the only light on in the room. Figures why that light is killing me, she joked. A moment later, she remembered waking up to him screaming, "What happened earlier?" Nothing. Don't even bring it up. He spoke with no emotion. Jackal quirked an eyebrow and slowly dropped her hand. Okay? Forget I asked. But I'm going back to sleep for a couple hours, okay? Her eyes caught a glimpse of the dim light and she squinted. Richie looked away and thought back to his nightmares he was constantly having. He left the room and grabbed a soda from the vending machine down the hall. He headed back into the room using the key card given at the front desk. When he walked in, he drank a soda and laid back down in his sleeping bag, his eyes glued to the ceiling. 10 minutes later, Jackal was staring at the ceiling too. So if you don't mind me asking, why are you always hiding a particular tattoo? She asked, keeping her attention focused on an inanimate object. Razor was just kidding. He rolled over and faced the front door. No, I got a background check on everyone before I joined the Reapers. I know you got a tattoo near your wrist before you joined, but why are you always hiding it? Does it have a particular meaning to it you don't want people knowing about? I got the tattoo as a reminder of a particular mistake I made. I got it to put in for my punishment. If there is a God, maybe he will just charge me with the time served. She nodded. Makes sense. She adjusted the bed a few times before realizing she couldn't get comfortable. I'll be right back. Can't sleep, so I'll have to go find out if Sarah Quill actually works. She shrugged and got up out of the bed, instinctively pulling at her skirt. It had been riding up to barely cover her when she was in bed. Richie tossed a bottle at her as it rolled towards her. Higher milligram, I suggest taking half. Jackal nodded, picking the bottle up from the floor. She sat down beside the bed and popped the bottle open, taking a pill out. Do you have a knife or something of the sorts I could use? He threw a knife across the floor. It's my pill-cutting knife. Drink water. Lots of water. Jesus Christ. I swear I was sober when I wrote this. She nodded, cutting the pill in half, placing the other half back in the bottle. She got up and walked over to a mini fridge, grabbing a bottle of water and an energy drink from it. The energy drink was the first she opened. Taking the pill with it, she smiled in spite of herself. Well, that was probably the dumbest thing I could have possibly have done, she mumbled to herself, walking back over to Richie to hand the knife back to him. After sitting back down on the bed with the notebook, started writing something while looking over the note she had taken in another notebook. Rich sat up and placed it in his earbuds until he got a text from Razor. Get in the lobby. We have plans for tonight. Richie got up and replied, grabbing a shower and getting dressed. We have plans tonight, apparently. We are meeting in the lobby after I get out of the shower. He walked into the bathroom and ran the shower as hot as it could possibly get. He got undressed and stepped in, washing his hair and body with the shampoo and bar of soap left for him on the sink counter. Jackal went through her duffel bag and found a pair of pants and t-shirt to wear. Both were black. While Richie showered, she stripped down and sat on the bed, shuffling through her duffel bag for a brush. When she found it, she started over-compulsively brushing her hair out. It was long enough that it normally took her up to 10 minutes to completely brush it. Yet, she was still able to put wigs over it, which stumped her. She sat on the bed in nothing but her bra and underwear until she began to pull the shirt on, but froze when the bathroom door opened. Richie walked out in the middle of pulling on a long-sleeve shirt. It had an American flag burning on it, and the back was a bomb falling onto the Capitol building. He spiked his hair up as he turned to say something to Jackal, and found she was only in a shirt and her underwear. Why didn't you tell me not to come in? He asked as if he had done something wrong. It was a guilty sort of tone, but she just shrugged. It's not like it's the first time anyone's ever walked in on me. You've done it a few times. It's whatever to me. She shook her head with a "you're an idiot" smirk on her face as she stood and pulled on her pants. They had pockets all over them, but hugged every curve she had. Oh, Jackal, I miss you. Oh, do I miss you, Jackal. A smile came across her face as he watched her, unaware that his eyes were fixed on her hips and ass. She just shook her head again. I miss you, Jackal. I fucking miss you. You know, by the way, you've been staring. You'd think you'd never seen a girl in your life. Do you ever get laid? She joked, laughing at herself a little. As a matter of fact, I haven't. He was stern but kept pulling the sleeve down to make sure none of his tattoos showed. Jackal's jaw dropped and she just stared at him. Wow. I need to find you a girl then. He held up a middle finger directly at her face. Don't ever think about saying that to me again. He spoke with yet another stern tone, but this time it was a little more vicious. He went into the fridge to grab another beer. Jackal shrugged. Sorry, I had no idea you'd take offense to that. She tossed her arms up and walked over to the bed to write in her personal notebook, which was mostly scribbled random sketches and notes. Richie shook his head as he heard a knock at the door. He grabbed his pistol and looked at the people. It was Razor. Richie opened the door and allowed him in. So, how'd it go last night? Razor asked aloud. Jackal looked up from her notebook for a moment, but said nothing and resumed what she was doing. Same shit, different night, Richie replied. Razor shook his head and whispered to Richie, settling a hand on his shoulder, You really need to come clean about it. I know why you were having these nightmares, and if you told someone other than me, maybe this would get easier. See, again, they are kind of like a family, which I was trying to explain to you guys, is that when it comes to the Reapers, like it's very much like Devil's Rejects, except it's a little more thought organized. Richie gave him the middle finger and finished his beer. What the fuck do you know about the shit I went through that night? He grabbed his pint of Jack and drank it straight from the bottle. Before anyone asks, yes, I am trying to get drunk. And before you ask again, no, I don't give two fucks. Jackal shook her head and walked over to Razor with her notebook, flipping it open for recent notes. She had them from research she had been asked to gather on their next victims. I get it. I like it. Can't wait to get it. Fuck yeah. Glad you guys are liking this. Jesus Christ, my fucking throat. Do you think this is bad? After tomorrow night, my fucking voice is going to be gone. So I don't know if I'll be doing a video on fucking Tuesday or not. Which I should do as a review of Fright Fest, but I'm going to be going live anyway. So there's that. Razor read through the notes as he carried on a casual conversation. So how was he last night? He whispered. Jackal looked up from staring at the floor. She lowered her voice. Well, if someone had told me about him having screaming fits in his sleep on what seems a regular basis, I would have packed painkillers, she joked, but had a straight face. He was fine. She glanced at Richie, deliberately leaving out the fact that she had cradled him like a child as he fell asleep. He hasn't said anything yet? Jackal shook her head. I figured. And Razor shook his head in return. Did he draw his gun on you? She shook her head. Nope. That's a surprise. He nodded in approval. Jackie shrugged. I guess I wouldn't know. She paused. So has Gemini shown you her little friend yet? The cat? Yeah, that fucking thing. Jackal laughed. Well, she has a lot of emotional issues, so it's best to let her have her fun. Or, she'll pull another stunt on her own and get to our next house before we do. Agreed, but I hope Richie comes around and actually opens up to you. He had a girlfriend when the cause of his tattoo took place. He broke up with her after it happened. Oh, that explains why he's so touchy about getting a girl. Oh, boy. How'd that go? Mo funds are tight, got personal stuff going on, but if anything, it will be Christmas. Book should stay in the same price, brother. I decided the book will stay $5.50. So it's $5.50 USD. But until then, you have me to read to you. So by that time, maybe this will be finished, and who knows, right? No rush, dude. The book will always be there, I promise. They are made to order. So as long as I have the book up, the book is there. Like, no delays, no fucking get it while you can. My book is always there. Don't rush it. You're good. Typical of him, and now he's getting drunk. That's textbook Richie Dagger. Yep, she smiled. Well, let's hope he doesn't find out what I set up for later today for the guys. She had almost a guilty look on her face. What did you set up? She shoved her hands in her pockets and scuffed the floor with her feet. Oh, just typical guy needs. Few strippers, booty call. Typical shit. Razor looked over at Richie. He's not going. I'm not allowing it. Jackal looked confused. Why not? They're misogynist, if anything happens anyway. Sorry, that's not misogynist. That's masochists. Holy shit. Like I said, more problems than I had realized. Fuck me dead. Richie shook his head and threw the money. I don't need it. Why you guys want to go hit up a house or something without me all of a sudden? It was obvious he was drunk. No, I think it would be best. Go and hang out with those friends of yours at the bar tonight. Richie glared at Razor. He stood and got in his face. I haven't gone to a bar in 3 years. What the fuck is going on, Razor? Someone better start explaining shit right fucking now. Razor shook his head. Jackal made plans for the guys tonight. Richie grabbed his pistol and loaded up his duffel bag. So let me see if I got this. I'm a Reaper, yet I can't hang out with the Reapers. Razor rolled his eyes and whispered something in Richie's ear. Richie nodded and gave Jackal the middle finger as he walked out of the hotel room and down into the lobby, leaving the building. Jackal turned her head over to Razor. What is this? Very bad connection. How the fuck did I get a very bad connection? How did that happen? So that's weird. I don't know how I have a very bad connection. Are you guys hearing me all right? Did I cut out? Did this give out? It fucking gave out. Yeah, it cached. Okay, so we read a little bit. I will actually use a bookmark so I don't forget where we left off. Well, it's saying my internet connection's fucking around, so you're back now. Well, how much did you guys miss? All right, I'll finish this page and then we're all going night, okay? So you guys get your bedtime story and then we're all going to go to bed, okay? Daddy's got to get up early. Oh, nope, says very bad connection. Why it says was doing okay. Do I have to bring it closer to the router? Okay. I didn't miss any. Okay, here we go. What did you tell him? Don't worry about it. He picked up the money and handed it to Jekyll. Apparently he didn't want it, so I guess it's yours. He turned and left the room. Jekyll placed the money in a duffel bag to ensure none of the housekeepers could take it as fair game. She rolled her eyes, took care of her hygiene needs before pulling on a thick hooded coat and heading out. She found Gemini in the lobby with a smirk on her face, and they started wandering about the motel. Looking for something to do, spending an hour or so wandering, buying sodas from vending machines, and riding on the elevator. For a girl with bipolar disorder and emotional issues, she was just as energetic as a 12-year-old with ADHD, if not more so. Baby boy walked down the stairs with Razor and the bags. There was some chat about Richie, but the conversations were muffled as they walked down the stairs. Jackal and Gemini walking behind them, Gemini smirking, and she held a can of energy drink in her hand. Jackal yawned and Gemini shoved the can in her face only to be rejected. Why, for fuck's sake, do we always have to wake up at the crack of dawn? Jackal asked without an ounce of complaint in her voice. Baby boy turned. Reapers never sleep. Damn, that's good. Damn, that's good. Jackal laughed. Yeah, you say that now. You get a full night of sleep on a nightly basis. I get maybe 4 a week. Who the fuck does this bitch think she is? He looked at Razor. Razor laughed. To be decent about it, he's an insomniac. That's why he is 16 and a Reaper. He's a sociopath and doesn't give a shit. Apparently, I'm the next Richie Dagger. He's a personal hero of mine. He's someone I look up to. Jackal didn't even laugh as she shook her head, turning to Razor. Well, I already gave you everything you need, so when you boys need me, I'll be... She pointed in a random direction. Over that way. Jackal didn't even laugh as she shook her head, turning to Razor. Oh, read that part. Got it. Baby boy laughed at her. Rookie, he stated. Razor shook his head as they walked down to the lobby and sat down. Baby boy saw Richie and ran out to go see him. Richie, where you going? Richie turned, you guys have plans tonight? I want no part of. Baby boy looked back at Razor in the motel lobby and back at Richie. You mean to tell me they made plans that Richie Dagger can't be a part of? What the fuck is that bullshit? It's part of my tattoo story, man. And when do I get to hear this story? Never. He lit a cigarette and finished his bottle of Jack. What if I promise not to tell anyone? You wouldn't understand it? You're young yet. Could I at least see the tattoo? Jackal being randomly behind Baby Boy safe distance from him cleared the throat. I'm sure if he wanted you to see it, you would have by now. Baby Boy had an oh shit look on his face. But not in the meaning Jackal thought. He whispered to Richie, please tell me she isn't your ball and chain. Please, for all that I can hope for, tell me That's not what's going on here. Richie shook his head. Nope. But that ball and chain has a point. If I wanted anyone to see it, I wouldn't hide it. I think that's a good place to leave off because it's about to get much, much more intense. And with 5 minutes left, I figured this would be a good time to say farewell so I'm not grounded, so I'd miss Fright Fest tomorrow. So that was the Reapers. Hopefully you guys caught up on that. I don't know what was going on with my internet connection. That's a really rare and really weird thing. So thank you guys for joining me. I wish Jack, what's her fucking name? Stacia. Awkward. Anyway, guys, it's been great. Tomorrow, Fright Fest in the morning. I love the tattoo thing. Glad you guys like that. I don't remember writing it. What's really weird is I got the skull on the cover of the book and forgot about the skull tattoo. Tell me that's not some fucking weird, like, subconscious shit. Fucking weird. Damn, so Stacia missed it, which was my fault. So no one get mad at Stacia. I told her 3:30, forgot about CPN's thing, and decided that this motherfucker was going prime time. Because nobody would allow the Reapers on television. But it's been great. Tomorrow, I'll try and get live for a little bit while we're getting ready. I'll show you guys what I'm packing. And then when I get to the hotel, do like a holy shit, we're in fucking Detroit. And then video of the line. So it's not going to be like live for like an hour or anything like that at a time. Maybe at the hotel room will probably be like the longest I go live. And then probably definitely at Fright Fest in the line. If I'm even there for the line, my girl doesn't want to wait in line. So take care, guys. Have fun tomorrow. Thanks, Ashley, for being patient. Inquisitor's tired. He's going that night. So I hope you guys enjoyed your bedtime story. Tuck yourselves in because I'm not there. And you guys will be seeing me a lot tomorrow. You guys will probably get sick of me by fucking the time it's all said and done. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sid Jones. Tomorrow is Fright Fest. We just read The Reapers. Annabelle was let out of her cage. Holy fucking shit. Happy October. And as always, fuck what you think.